Hey, Jeff. Thanks for
Hey,
having me.
John. Oh, you bet, Johnny. Thanks for joining me today to talk about your new graphic novel, Swim Team. Look at this. I have a copy right here. Congratulations. This must have been a labor of love, wasn't it?
Very much so. Yeah. It was a couple years in the making in terms of the actual drawing, but it was a lifetime in the making in terms of you know personal experiences and that led to it.
Well, tell us about your character, Bree, and how her life changed when she went for the swim team at her middle school.
Sure. Yeah, Bree's a youngster who moved to a new town and this swim crazy town. You know, everyone loves swimming in this town, but Bree has a secret. She doesn't know how to swim. So she's avoiding her swim elective and until one day she faithfully falls into a pool and her neighbor, Miss Etta, comes and saves her. And that's when we find out Miss Etta was a swim team captain when she was Bree's age. And she little by little teaches Bree how to swim, and Bree gets more comfortable. And the next thing you know, Bree gets really good actually at swimming, and she joins her school swim team. And then we start this whole second half of the book where you got competition and the benefits of team sport, and winning gracefully, and facing defeat with grace as well, and working with others and lifting up others, and being part of that whole ecosystem of friend and dealing with rivals and all of that wonderful stuff.
Well, you have a history, writing graphic novels, but this is the first foray into young adult. Did you have to change your thinking and your style, reaching a different and younger audience?
Yeah. Actually, I was always thinking about writing for young adults because when I was a kid, I was writing stories for my contemporaries. So basically, as I just got older, I just kept sticking with my contemporaries. But that root of how to tell those stories always stuck with me, and I always wanted to get back there. The main difference is generally in North America, a lot of our comics for adults are like kind of superhero oriented or action oriented. So there's lots of punch ups in them. Like the way you solve a problem is through punching out the bad guy. But for young people, that's not really a message that we want to have out there. So with writing for young people, it's much more working with others and how to have, conflict is really interesting in storytelling. So you want to have that, but the way you resolve that conflict is in a way that's much more constructive. And that requires a different type of building of a story and how to come to conclusions in that way.
Now, as an author, do you have friends or family coming up going, okay, who is Bree? Who is she based on? Is it based on me? Is it based on, is it a secret, or is it who is this based on?
Well, the secret is Bree is based on me. When I was a young person, I
Okay.
felt cool when I was like 5 years old, and that experience always stayed with me. It gave me great anxiety around the water, and it wasn't until like I was an adult taking adult swim classes that I actually got to the point where I feel, pretty comfortable, kind of comfortable in the water, So I wanted to write a book that when I was that age, I wish I had, I wish I'd known that that you have to be taught these things, like you aren't like a natural at anything, So when Bree has her anxiety around it, she learns that, oh right, it's you have to be taught how to swim. You have to have access to swimming pools. You have to have all these things in place, and then it just becomes another thing that you do. So that's where Bree came from
Yeah, because
my experience.
also message of Bree's story is that swimming among the Black community, there was a fear, there's a history there, which I didn't realize.
Yeah. There was a lot of limited access to swimming for the Black community. Like there were, especially like in Florida where it's set, there was like only one beach where Black residents can go, and in public swimming pools there were laws that kept Black people separated from from these public swimming areas, and then those pools weren't maintained, and some were overcrowded, and so basically you have the situation that generations ago folks didn't have access to swimming, and as we know, parents who don't know how to swim are less likely to have children who know how to swim, so that filters on down. So then you get the situation where you have 64% of Black people don't have don't know how to swim because of it's just access, right? It's just a function of access. And Black youngsters, unfortunately, are 8 times more likely than their white friends to drown in a swimming pool. And again, it's all down to access. So by shining a light on that, we can hopefully get more access and have it more of a regular thing that's as part of the tapestry of life for a lot of our young Black youngsters.
Well, as an author, you must be just excited if you reach that one little Black girl or boy that reads this and it changes them, because kids they read something like this, they want to mimic it, or they would or aspire to something like that. So as an author, you must be really excited about that, reaching that whole community.
Yeah, it would mean so much. Yeah, I can't even think about it too much because it get me emotional. But because when you're in it and you're just crafting it, you're just kind of you're focused on the goal. And now that it's actually getting to readers, I think it's gonna hit me in a whole different way, and which is really special, because that's the whole point. Just hopefully getting young people just really comfortable with the pool, and it's just this other wonderful, beautiful element of their life that they get to enjoy with their friends and family.
I think kids will read it just because it's a comic book written by Johnnie Christmas. That name is just so awesome, And you're well respected in the comic community, Johnnie. Are you going to Comic-Con this July? You gonna have a presence there?
I'm thinking about it. I'm on the fence, because I'm doing a lot of kind of more book and educational things this go around. But I always go to San Diego, so I'm on the fence. I might go.
Gotta go. Are you kidding? It's the Mecca for comic books, and I'll be there. I'll come by your table. We'll get a picture together. Yeah, I go every year. Now it's back in person. I think you would love it. I think the energy and the other authors, and I think it's great exposure.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic energy. Okay, yeah. Now you got me on the other. You got me teetering on the fence again. But
well, anyway, it's going to be a great success. Thank you so much for your time this morning. It's a labor of love, and it shows. Thanks for joining me this morning, and best of luck with swim team.
Thanks so much, Jeff. I really, really appreciate this. Thank you.